Hi, hello everybody. A very good morning to everyone. Now, this is my second video in my channel. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. And my name is Sanath Kotian. I'll be doing the videos relating to commerce and management subjects. So in today's video, we'll come across various topics regarding the strategic management. So in the last class, I did about the Michael Porter's model. So from the same subject, in this class, we are doing one of the strategic intent, which is objective. Now, objective is a broad term. It is used everywhere. So today in this class, let us learn about the objectives and its features in detail. Okay, my first question is like, what do you mean by objectives and how a business should define its objectives? The objectives are the specific, measurable, and time-bound targets that an organization wants to achieve in order to fulfill its goals. If I want to say in very simple words, objectives are the very specific things which can be measured for a certain aspect. At the same time, they should be achievable within a time frame. So objective tell us exactly what to achieve, how much to achieve, and by when to achieve it. So that is what the point it tells about exactly. That means specifically what we want to achieve and how we want to achieve it, try to measure it, and at the same time in which time frame we want to achieve it. So they try to convert the broad goals into action targets. Now, objectives must be specific, measurable, time-bound, achievable, aligned, responsibility-based, and performance-based. I have given a smart technique to remember the point. So you can remember like this: SMART plus AARP model of objective, where S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for aligned, R for responsibility based, T for time bound, and P for performance focused. Now let us see the features of objective one by one. The first for the first feature of the objective is specific. That means the objective must clearly say what has to be done. It should not be vague or confusing. It should not mislead the person who is framing the objective. So everybody or everyone who is associated with the objective should understand it in the same way. Now, for example, increasing the mobile phone sales in Karnataka region by 10%. Now here the objective is clearly defined that specifically they want to focus on the Karnataka region, and we know that they are telling the numbers as well, that is 10%. So the task is clearly defined. So the objective, what we are fixing it out, that should be very, very specific. It should identify what we need to achieve. The second point is measurable. The objective must include numbers or measurable standards. As I told you people, the main difference between goal and objective is that goal cannot be measured, but the objective can be measured. Now, whatever objective we have fixed, the progress of that objective should be checked very easily, because we try to measure the performance on a daily aspect. The success or the failure should be clearly identified, whether the objective is going to work out or in between we're going to have some failure. That should be identified because the objectives are able to be measured. Now the example which I want to give it to for this point: increase website traffic from 5,000 visitors to 8,000 visitors per month. Now it is very, very easy to measure because they try to increase the website traffic from 5,000 to 8,000. Here measurable aspect, which is numbers, is given. So the difference we can find out, that is what the objective. Now the objective what we are fixed here is able to measure. The point number 3 is time bound. In very simple words, the objective is able to achieve within the time frame. The objective must mention a deadline. It creates an urgency among employees to achieve it. It avoids unnecessary delay. Now, whatever objective we have fixed, it should be achievable within a particular time that we have fixed. Now, whatever deadline we fix for the objective, within that, the objective is able to be satisfied or achieved. One of the example which I want to give for this particular topic is increasing the customer satisfaction score from 80 to 90% within 6 months. Now, here Objective is very specific, that they want to achieve the customer satisfaction, and it is able to measure, that is 80 to 90%, and at the same time that needs to be finished within 6 months. So here three things which I just discussed right now is fulfilled because it is measurable, specific, and timely achievable within the deadline. The fourth feature is achievable or realistic. Now you should be knowing that whatever objective I framed, it is possible to achieve and it's possible to attain. That is called realistic. The objective must be practical. It should match the company resources and capability, and company should frame the objective in such a way that it should have adequate resources to maintain that and to achieve that. There should not be any ambiguity in the process of achieving that objective, that after coming to a point they should not feel that they don't have the capacity to achieve it. So it should motivate employees and it should not discourage them. Now, whatever objective you have framed for your employees, while doing that work or while fulfilling that objective, the employee should be motivated towards the objective. They should not feel that they don't have the enough resources or they are not able to do it. So ultimately, it should not discourage the employee's morale. Now, for example, if I want to mention a small retail shop setting a target to increase monthly sales by 15% is realistic. Obviously, because they try to fix something which is achievable, which is able to achieve for that particular shop. But trying to become bigger than Amazon in 1 year, it's unrealistic because they have not reached that level to compete with Amazon. Amazon is one of the very well established entity where it has its own resources and capability to achieve. Okay, the next point is aligned with goals. The objective must support the main goal of the organization, and we know that in strategic intent, once the goal are being decided, then the objective will come. So in order to fix the objective, you should be knowing what is the main goal of the company. So it should not contradict the company mission. All objective must move in the same direction. That means all the objectives should support the mission, vision, and the goal the company has framed for its long-term survival. For example, the goal is to improve the product quality. Therefore, the objective has to be that it needs to work on the quality improvement, that is reducing the defect from 5% to 1% within 8 months. Here, the goal is very clear that they want to improve the product quality. But the objective is a measurable aspect where they are specifically telling that the product defect should be reduced from 5% to 1%. The time frame is 8 months. Okay, the next feature is a clear responsibility. The objective must clearly tell who is responsible for what. It increases accountability. Once the authority is being given to the person, he definitely accepts the responsibility, and if he performs the responsibility on time, he known as accountable person. Now, whatever objective we have fixed, it should clearly represent the responsibility of the employees. It should help in the performance evaluation. Now, for example, the sales manager must increase regional sales by 12% within 1 year. Now, the objective is clearly mentioned. The objective is very specific, that they have to increase the regional sales, and it is measurable because they have mentioned 12%. The time frame is 1 year, but here the responsibility is very clear that it has to be done by the sales manager. So the objective should clearly tell the responsibility. Yes, we have discussed all 6 features of the objective. I hope you find this video attractive and innovative as well as understanding. So thank you for watching my video. If you want me to do certain type of videos, so please comment in the comment box and tell me the topic which you want from the commerce, which I needs to teach or which I needs to make a video on. So thank you so much for watching my video. Keep following me, keep subscribing me, and motivating and trying to give me a support is very important. Thank you so much. Have a good day.